Hey guys, so in today's video I wanted to show you my friend Patty's garden, and Patty and I have been working on her garden for a few years now, but this year there was finally some movement in the backyard. Well, technically they don't have a backyard, they have 3 front yards because they're surrounded by 3 streets, but one area of her garden had to be designated a backyard. So there was some construction, there was a patio put in. And I wanted to show you what a garden that is in progress looks like. We still have a lot to do in that garden, but I thought that you'd be interested to see what's going on. Okay, so this is the officially designated front yard, and Patty and I have been working on this space for years. And at first I was helping her a lot with plant selection, and then she kind of took over and she made her own plant selections, which I absolutely love. So I just quickly will show you what's going on and what's blooming over here. This beautiful clematis HF Young. And I know Patty had to add some sort of a support to this fence post because it was just not enough. It was just growing so tall. I love the blue on that plant. The lamb's ear looks beautiful together with this clematis. There's some geraniums coming in and alliums blooming beautifully, although we did have a day in the 90s yesterday, so they're kind of past their prime. Then she has some peonies coming in. This Petite Jenny or Ragged Robin plant I love so much. I think it looks so beautiful with all of the alliums. And then there's some more geraniums down there. And I'll spin you around and I will show you what has been done in a last month. So basically, you walk into this gate here. Hi Tara, this is their lovely dog, Tara. Hi sweetie. She's so sweet. Yeah. So what has been done, because this property is so open, again, there are 3 front yards. Patty and her husband wanted to have a little seating area in the back or designated backyard that is a little bit more private. And we were trying to see what kind of screen that we can put up right here. Sorry, I'm being distracted by the dog. She's so sweet. And the options were to put out some sort of built screen, wooden, metal, something like that, because they're thin, they don't take up a lot of space, but it's something that you have to build and something that you have to maintain, and that's always something that you have to think about when you're designing a garden. Now, the second option was to put some sort of evergreen screen from plants. And a third option was to combine some evergreen plants, maybe with a gate. And what we did, we actually settled on this evergreen hedge of arborvitae. These are emerald green, and they're planted in this staggered manner, and they will grow completely together in a few years, so you won't see the backyard at all. And as you can see, there are 2 sort of shapes that meet right here, and this is the entrance. This is the kind of like the secret entrance right here, and this is a work in progress garden. So, and I think it's important to show gardens like this because, you know, we all work on our gardens for quite a while, and yes, it's a bit messy and not very pretty, but I think it's interesting to see. So Patty and I laid out first batch of plants the other day. We still have a lot of plants to get, but right here in this area there is a shade garden. We got some white dicentra, which is so beautiful. Right here there's some brunnera, some pulmonaria, some euchera. These are wee white hydrangeas. And this plant right here is Gilenia, which I love. This is a native plant that kind of looks like Gara to me, but it can take part shade to shade. So what I wanted to talk about is the bed lines. So you guys know for the beds, I use a white rope to lay it out. And that's kind of important to have your bed lines in mind when you're starting to lay out plants, because you cannot lay out plants and have the bed line, because the bed line is just as important of garden feature as the plants. And like these nice swoops, nice shapes, it could be straight, it could be curvilinear, but just have it on site, have a rope, lay it out, see what it looks like. So what we decided to do here, actually have a little secondary seating. Right here, there's a lot of shade. And the main seating area is right over here. This is the patio that Patty and her husband have been waiting for so long. It's so beautiful. So the stone selection actually is from Marmiros. This is a place in New Jersey. They specialize in travertine, and this is travertine. It's in a specific color, and I just love this stone selection together with this gray polymeric sand. So these joints were filled with polymeric sand, which actually sets hard, and weeds do not grow in between the joints. I just wanted to show you the furniture a little bit because it's beautiful. Look at the leg. It's very elegant furniture too. I don't want to open it because it's going to rain today. But it looks just stunning with this patio here. And so because we were going for more of a casual look on this patio, we actually didn't finish the corners. They're kind of, some tiles are missing, and we're going to have plants kind of spilling over into the patio. Also, I wanted to show you these gorgeous trees. So these are Eastern redbuds, and they were planted both for shade and for structure. And I love having trees like this in seating areas and gardens because they provide walls and ceilings and structure and color and place for wildlife. So actually, I was here the other day when we were placing out plants, and robins were using these trees almost all day, and it just makes me so happy. So when all of this planted and done, we're actually thinking about putting up lights, like cafe style lights, right over the patio, so you can spend some time here in the evenings. And all of these areas actually will be lawn because they do want to entertain a little bit and have more than 20 people in the space. And having a lawn is nice for like people to spill over from the patio. So let me show you some more plants. Right over here, we are doing Calamintha nipita, which is a wonderful plant. And the selection here is actually great because right here they did put in some QP, which is a quarry processing. It's a lot of stone, and Calamintha nipita is a plant that can take those conditions. Now, right over here along this western side of the garden, right near the arborvitae, this is pretty much shade after 4 p.m. So we're going to plant lots of shade or part shade plants here. So this whole bed, I think only 2 hydrangeas were planted. Those are Twist and Shout, which are beautiful. So look out for, what we're going to do here. These stepping stones lead to the patio. And in between these stepping stones, there's going to be steppables. And the steppables that we selected are these isotome right here, or blue creeper. And they will be all right here. And I think this is going to be such a beautiful, soft look to this walkway. And again, the rest will be lawn. This bed will be configured a little bit. I'm thinking maybe having it a little bit in or out, we'll see. So again, this is a work in progress. Super exciting. I'm already I can see what the space is going to look like in the future, and I will definitely give you updates. You're such a good girl. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely keep you updated on what's going on in the garden and all of the progress that we're making. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.